Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the LOL University series brought to you by Republic of Gamers and Intel. I am Will Viperoon Whittingham, and I am joined by Rick Saga Sharp. I was almost called you Wick for a second. And we are into our second game of this best of three series between RHUL Holloway and Nottingham. Nottingham managed to take their first win with a massive Baron play and some huge performances from Revitalize in that. No, that is wrong. That is just completely incorrect. They managed to get it off a big Baron play. Revitalize playing massively for Holloway, but it didn't come off for them as we are into Champ Select with Yasuo and Kennen. Obvious bans being taken away.
Yeah, boy. Game one looked like it was actually a really good performance from RHUL Holloway right up until Revitalize got caught out by the Sejuani ultimate, and that was pretty much game over. Now, game two, side selection has changed. So this time it's RHUL who've decided to put themselves on the red side, potentially looking for the counter pick. Most likely looking towards the mid lane again, like they did in the draft for phase one, saved their mid lane for the last round of picks. But already a couple of the same bans being targeted at the members of either team coming through.
Yeah, similar to what we saw in that first series. The Silas have obviously banned away. Sejuani is the first new one. The RHUL want to take that away from Mauer, who we talked about it a little bit in the last cast, where Sejuani looked pretty weak early game. His skill shots weren't really landing, but in the late game, those ultimates were so huge in winning those team fights.
They absolutely were. Mauer, he got his practice in. He got where he needed to be, and he won the game with a single ultimate. And that's it. That's the ban on the Sejuani. Gonna take that one away from him. So what are they gonna give up? And actually, they've taken away the Rakan as well. So both AD carries that were banned away from Raikiri in game one, the Caitlyn and the Kai'Sa, are up and available. So will the priority be on them again? As Nottingham did first pick their bot lane in the previous game.
I can see that. I can see them picking a very strong pick for Raikiri, who played pretty well last game, but with these strong champions, the Karma actually going to be locked in first. So we didn't see mentioned at all in the previous game, wasn't banned, wasn't picked, but this was going to be contested because Chicken Chow Kane and Jenu both love this champion, and here we go again. Aatrox, Yuumi locked in for Holloway.
So does someone say a disgusting amount of healing? Because that's what
that's
I'm
so
seeing.
gross.
That's what I'm seeing for Holloway.
It's sustain.
Gonna put the Warwick on again and just like there'll be no damage done in this game at all. They'll just heal through all of it.
I don't want that. Please, I don't want that at all. Yuumi was so disgusting on Jenu last game. He a couple of times he did get caught out a little bit in team fights, not being on anyone, but there were times when champions should have died, as you said last game. Sivir tower dived, took a tower shot while stunned, and got away on more health than when she made the play. And speaking of Sivir, that's just been locked in over on the side of Nottingham.
So this time it's going to be them who get their hands on that freebie champion who can just shove it in the lane endlessly. Renekton. Ooh, so we're going to see another spicy matchup. A little bit better in the trades earlier on than what the Aatrox would have been. Should it have been up against the Ornn again, but no, Aatrox is on the opposite team's hands this time. So they're looking to punish it very early on once again, or potentially that could even be a Renekton mid. It's not unheard of.
We've seen a little bit of it around and about, and of course Aatrox again could be flexible, so we could see Renekton and Aatrox mid against each other. Kayn is going to be the last pickup of this first round of picks, and it's something that Tides likes. He likes these more interesting gank path champions, and you're going to have to be warning very cleverly to avoid getting killed by this man.
Oh yeah, and well, did we say sustain? Because there's a Kayn in the game now. If he goes red Kayn, that's just two Aatroxes on the team. I'm actually disgusted already.
There's going to be some Soraka mid nonsense or something like that, isn't there? RHUL are just like, we're not going to lose if we don't take any damage, so we're just going to not take any damage from you. There is Articuno's Anivia being banned away. Last game, it did about 10k more damage than anyone else on the Rift, so you don't want to give that one over to him again. Lucian, Ivern, and Ezreal being taken away. We're seeing some marksman pinch here, as well as a couple of favoured picks. Ooh.
Oh, okay. So Kalista is a favorite of Sentinel. In fact, I mean Sentinel, Callista. Hello.
Kind of.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I mean, it's literally what her W is called. So, so there we go. So combining that with the Yuumi, not exactly a champion you want to toss into the middle of a team fight for the big knock-up, but I mean, she can always just instantly dash back and follow it up with an ultimate of her own. So a lot of potential AoE lockdown. And oh, there it is, the Mauer special. Mauer wants to win this game. Let's go. This is the way that Mauer wins games. We saw him miss all of his Sejuani ultimates. And last time I saw him play Nidalee, he says, watch this. I'm going to win the game. I'm not going to land a single spear all game. And the madman went ahead and did it. So I'm so ready. He's going to miss every single Q, but he'll still win the game. That's my prediction.
I'm going to call you out on that as soon as he hits a Q. Okay, what's the
jungle camps doesn't count.
Okay, jungle camps don't count, so he has to hit a Q on a champion.
Yeah.
Is that those are the rules of this game? Okay, and Cassiopeia being locked in to round out this Nottingham comp, something that Articuno does like. It's almost an Anivia champion, but this time it's a snake rather than a bird, so more of an Ekans than an Articuno.
Yeah. Maybe an Arbok. We could give him the evolution because I mean, he looked pretty juicy in the last game. So if he's still on that same form, we can give him the evolution. But yeah, it's another safe mid lane mage who isn't gonna fall to pressure. And well, you're gonna have a lot more pressure now with an Akali in the lane, gonna be looking for those early kills.
Such a slippery, difficult champion to deal with is Akali, and can dish out so much damage in that mid lane. Revitalize had such a great game last game on Corki. Sadly, wasn't able to carry his team, to get caught out a little bit in the last couple of team fights, but Akali's much harder to catch because you've got so many tools to slip and slide out of trouble.
Certainly do, and I mean, they did remove the sustain from Akali's Q, so I guess it kind of ruins the whole super sustain team fight thing. But I mean, Callista's going to be probably building a Blade of the Ruined King first and then a Bloodthirster, so I mean, yeah, sustain, everyone gets infinite health. Wonderful. You're going to need it when you're against people who are going to be just looking to shred you and or burst you, because you've got a Nidalee and a Renekton who's going to be diving your carries. You've got a Cassio and a Sivir just constantly pumping out DPS, and even the Karma's going to be poking you for a lot of damage. So you're really going to need all that extra health that you can get.
But the thing is, can the University of Nottingham kill every member of RHUL 1.5 times? Like, are they able to do that? Because there's going to be so much sustain, so much healing. You've got Ruined Joker with Conqueror, you've got to imagine, and his Aatrox. Kayn sustains loads, and if he goes Red Kayn, which he's going to be having to get primarily, in fact, just off Renekton. I don't know. How does the Kayn passive work against Nidalee?
I guess it would depend which form she's in.
Okay, so he's going to be, you'd imagine, do you think that we're going to see Tides focusing top in order to get that red form Kayn, or do you think he's going to want to go more blue form? Because with Akali, that role is kind of already covered.
Yeah, I mean, you've already got the assassin. What you are going to be looking for is teamfight CC and utility, which you get infinitely more of from the red form, especially, say, you're going to have a Renekton and a Nidalee diving your backline. That big AoE knock-up, just sustaining through all the damage is going to be a little bit more valuable than looking to blow somebody up, because, I mean, everyone on that team is pretty scary to dive, actually.
Just diving in on the back line and just turning around and just being like, oh, I don't actually want to be here very much, and just getting obliterated by so much damage. You seem like a bit of an expert on this Nidalee pick, and it's something that I'm not too familiar with. Why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown of how Mauer is going to win this game without landing any spears?
Just auto-attack people.
Oh.
Like that's literally, just get your red buff, walk into their lane in ranged form, just auto-attack them to slow them, and then RWQ, and they're pretty much going to die. Because just getting the red buff, if you were to go towards the top lane, is probably enough for like the slow will be enough for Renekton to dash through the minion wave and land his own stun, and then he can follow up with his own combo. Or in the mid lane, it's probably going to be enough for Cassio to get in range to land a W or a Q, and then she can actually start outputting some damage with the Twin Fangs, especially if Revitalize ever slips up and uses his E aggressively or his R forwards. So, I mean, that's how it worked last time. I don't think it's going to go so great in the bottom lane because Yuumi exists and Callista can always kind of just dash away from you. But yeah, especially towards the solo lanes, it can work. The zero Q landage gameplay.
It's an interesting strat. It's not something that I see very much, but I am quite low elo, so maybe
No,
the number
you
of
probably
Qs you need
see
to
it every
hit.
game then. To be honest,
I just don't see Nidalee. To be honest, no one's about that. I just see Malphites wandering out of my jungle and just ulting me. That's what I get down in low elo. But talking about the bot lane a little bit as we're about to load into this one, ladies and gentlemen. Sentinel and Geno, they've got Kalista Yuumi. Kalista's not a champion we see too much of. Sivir has been ripped apart from Yuumi. They are against each other now. And Karma, that very strong pick down for Chicken Chow Kane. How do we expect this one to play out?
I mean, it's slightly more interactive with a Kalista Yuumi than a Sivir Yuumi, but it's into a Sivir, so all the interaction. I mean, Sivir just sort of presses her E button, and then the knockup becomes pretty irrelevant because it's super telegraphed. And you have all the peel and the healing and the shields and the whatever from Karma, so it's difficult. It's difficult.
All right, well, we are getting into this one. Do you want to pause at 10 or do you want to let it run?
We'll pause just for a few seconds.
A little bit of authenticity on this one. Of course, teams have changed sides, so we are going to see Royal Holloway over on the red side for this game, with the University of Nottingham on the blue side. I want to see how these two junglers interact. I really want to see the top lane be explosive in this game, because they were all about fighting last game when it was Ornn versus Aatrox, and now we've got Renekton, who's a bit more up for the fight, as it were.
Yeah, certainly going to be looking. I mean, to be fair, Ornn was getting the better of the Aatrox in those early scraps, but now, yeah, I think it's fair to say Renekton will probably just take these.
All right, well, I am at 10 seconds, so whenever you're ready,
As am I. So we'll give him the behind the scenes of the countdown.
Yeah.
Hit him with it.
3, 2, 1, play. That is beautiful. That is behind the curtain stuff, ladies and gentlemen, as we are on to Summoner's Rift with our second game of this best of 3 round of 8 League of Legends Championship Series for the NUEL. We've got RHUL on the red side, we've got Nottingham on the blue side, and we're about to have a great time. Doesn't look like there's any crazy invade strats going on this game, though.
Yeah, just paused for long enough that I could finish off my tweet about the giveaway that I won.
Ooh, so, what'd you win?
XL Team Pass. I won it like 2 weeks ago. I just only
tweet about it now.
Yeah. Whoops.
That has dated this video horribly. But...
Actually true. But it was actually super high IQ because it was just before they started winning games was when I won. So I'm like, now that they've lost games, I can be like, well, the magic wore off. Sucks,
well, I mean,
sucks to suck.
You gave them a little bit of magic, which is...
Exactly.
I mean, they've been winning in the UKLC all year.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They got 3 wins in a row in LEC. They won the tower in UKLC. Like, what more do you want? Give me a team. Yeah. If anyone wants to win games, RHUL, you might need it soon. Give me a free team pass for your team. It's guaranteed.
Okay, if there was a NUEL team pass, which team would you buy it for?
I mean, probably just Exeter because it's free money, right?
Yeah, but do you not want a Monkey Dance team pass?
I don't want to be associated with that. That's just a mess.
But we are into this one. We got pretty standard starts from both of these junglers. Kane up on the top side, starting his red, and Nidalee doing the same, but this time on the bot side, because that is how the map is laid out. Articuno is going to confuse me because he's on the Cassio, not the Nivea, so it's not really the bird Pokemon. But where are we going to see action kick off, Saga? Hit me with your big brain knowledge.
Well, Mawa's got the red buff, right? So wherever he goes in the next sort of minute or so, once he's cleared his camps, that's where the first kill is going to be.
Will it be on Mawa or will it be for Mawa?
No, you're asking for too many details, dude.
Okay, well, in the bot lane, Chicken Chow Kane and Rikiri have been taken away a little bit. Sentinel and Genu on that Kalista Yuumi being a bit bully. They're being a bit oppressive right now in the early levels, trying to keep them back, but you should be able to pick up that farm pretty easily on the tower with the Karma and the Sivir. You should feel pretty safe in that lane.
Yeah, I mean, the Kalista with the Yuumi is a little bit more of a high-pressure lane than the Sivir Yuumi, so not only are you probably going to be shoving, you can also deal a decent chunk of damage as well. It means that the Yuumi has to play the game a little bit more, pop out, actually deal some damage.
It's onto Articuno, going to be forced to flash away, burning down, but not too much going to be used. It'll be moved to the bot side. Chicken Chow Kane, he took quite a bit of chunk of damage and not too much return because Yumi's just going to sit there and give those little heals. That is all you really need. In the top side, we're going to see a bit more of a fight first order, not taking the best trade.
Articuno ran out of mana. They're just trading back damage onto Tides and Revitalize. He kind of split the ease between the two of them, so yeah, didn't actually burn too much on the way out. Could have been a little scarier if he'd managed to pick himself up the Tear of the Goddess, you know, like at level 1 or something. So he had a bit more mana to actually turn around. But maybe for the next time, if Tides does decide to go for an aggressive gank towards the mid lane, could be enough to force him away, but it's going to be bot.
Well, he's going for an aggressive gank in the bot lane, getting damage down. Chicken Chow Kane has going to be forced to flash away. Rakiri will just be running out of that one. The heal used as well, though. Tides at the moment, he's getting rid of all of these summoner resources. He's opening up the map for so many gank opportunities.
Yeah, right now he's just farming up his stacks. So at the minute, all he's going to have is blue Kane, because all he's been hitting is range champions. So if he does want to go for the sustain Kane, sustain? We can probably make something of that.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, he's gonna need to start putting some pressure towards the top side, and I mean things are scrappy as hell towards the top side anyway. So it's probably likely that he's gonna get a kill if he decides to make his way up here.
Yeah, Ruined Joker is about half health, in a nice little position to kind of bait the Renekton in, but he has to be quite careful that he doesn't just go down. Mawa been pretty quiet on that initially. He hasn't looked for any kind of gank yet, as he might meet Kane. Articuno is going to look to try and turn up as well as Tides. It's going to be poisoned. It's going to take some damage. Geno is also going pretty low with Chicken Chow Kane on the side, but RHUL Tides will be first blood. Mawa picking up that one on the Nidalee. As I said, he was quiet. First order traitor taken low, but that trade was very, very close. Revitalize is now going to be taken down by the bigger kitty cat. The spear won't land though, as you said, and Revitalize is going to be able to walk out of that one. But you were right, Nidalee, a little later than expected, but does pick up the first blood.
Dude, he didn't even hit the spear on Tides when they actually got the kill. That's what I mean. He just auto-attacks them, transforms into kitty form, and just pounces on them, and people start dying. And I mean, it's enough. Gets himself the first blood. It's 2 stacks on the Dark Seal that he picked up early, which is, I mean, you could call it ambitious, but if it's your signature champion, you know the way around it. Even though it's Tides who has all of the pressure at the start and is burning summoner spells, it's Mawa who picks up first blood.
Yeah, going pretty low, trying to get this dragon. Chicken Chow Kane should be enough to keep Nidalee alive, though. And once again, it's an Infernal for the first dragon here. And that is going to be so, so good for the University of Nottingham. If they win this game, they are into the final 4 of the NUEL Summer Split. And in this position right now, they're going to feel quietly confident, I'd say.
Certainly will be. I was just clearing out his camps. He's a little bit low, but has that self-heal. Nothing to be worried about. Aatrox level 6, first order traitor, level 5, very close to level 6 though, so he will get it off the cannon minion, but Tides is making his way up towards the top lane, potentially just slightly too late to actually go for the dive. Articuno is going to clear out the vision.
He's just going to clear it out around his own lane, making sure that he's not going to get snuck up on too badly by Kane. And this is one of those champions with the very nice gank pops. Is going to look to engage. Articuno does have the ultimate available. Will be missing a couple of skill shots. Mawa is there as well, so there could be a 2v2 as Revitalize moves in. The speedless land. So Saga looks silly as Mawa picks up the kill off the back of it. Ruined Joker though on the backside will be able to trade up. Very nice almost from Articuno. Gets Mawa out on no help, but Revitalize might be looking to chase Mawa using those bushes, getting that speed up. Might look to use the plant as well as the camera jumps away. Massive play there for Nidalee and a great spear to show that Saga doesn't know what he's doing.
Nah, they lose the game because of that, actually.
No.
So I mean, like every time he lands a spear, he has to die. Like if he lands a spear, he loses his Dark Seal stacks. It's so detrimental if he actually hits that spear. It didn't look like he was gonna hit. I think it was the map elevation that actually made that spear hit. So in his opinion, he was like, oh yes, that doesn't count as a hit, but no, the game counted it. So all is well. He trades it back. It's an execute, so he doesn't give over any gold, so he still has the bounty. Gives away the XP, though.
But the stacks are gone as well, which is not really what you want. But, I mean, to get a kill in that fashion is probably worth a little bit of an execute if you're Mawa, and to prove that Saga doesn't know about spear hitting is even better, as we do see a bit of a fight in that topside. Ruined Joker and First Order.
You know what it is? You know why he hit that spear? It's because he spent the entire game as a practice tool landing skill shots. He really screwed himself there, actually.
That is really true, and we're getting a massive fight in the bottom.
The flashes.
In the top side. double flashes to avoid
Traitor wins
any kind of
this.
damage. Traitor did get the most damage off in there, but Ruined Joker is still alive. And will he stay? Will he go? These are the big questions in the top side. He is super low, but does have quite a lot of sustain and is on the tower. Gonna look to back though.
Traitor actually just flexed on him by flashing forwards when he was so low health. Joker thought he was gonna flash defensively and back away, but
First on Traitor
gives him the chance to land the empowered Q and heal. But I mean, Joker lands.
Wait,
did you want this?
Gets the heal, gets out. Massive play from Renekton. We jump straight bot though. Sentinels looking for an aggressive play. You can see Kane off to the side as well. Just on a little invade, but Traitor, that was ambitious and it paid off.
Look at how much health he just got back from that Q as well. That's nasty.
Does take a free tower shot on the way out though, but maybe he wants to be on the sustain team. Maybe he's proving himself. He's like, look at me.
Well, it's just like it's like his tryouts or something.
Put me in. This is his tryout to replace Revitalize on the RHUL roster, where there's no S to say sustain, but RHUL Holloway sustain roster is what they are right now. And Renekton, he can slot in mid, first order traitor in that mid lane. Wouldn't look too bad. But we're going to see a fight down in that bot lane. The final chapter will land onto Sivir. There's no spell shield there. The flash is going to have to be used. The Sentinel will throw Genu into the mix. He'll jump back, but Sentinel's going pretty low. The heals might be enough, but I don't know if they're going to want to continue this fight. Genu no longer attached. We move mid lane as some damage is put down onto the Akali. But that is the amount of damage that both of these bot lanes can put out. Moa looking for those basic attacks, looking for the autos. The spear lands once again, and this time the kill will be picked up. Articuno getting that one. Moa gets out, and Saga, mate, you are not coming off great in this one.
He only got one stack on the Dark Steel. It's super not worth. Seriously.
Well, he does manage to get the assist though, and Articuno is really going to enjoy that one. He's got his first kill of the game after 10 minutes, and the bot side pushing from UON as well. They're running rampant this game.
On the subject of super not worth, oh look, he's going to die for it.
No, he might have to die here. The blast going, Tides is there. The flash and Articuno will get him out, but that was the curse, but Articuno was kind of an exit in that situation. Moa goes back in, goes low, will be taken down, shut down there onto Tides, who does get the blue buff. Chicken Chow Chain going to be forced to flash as well as Sentinel and Genu do move up, and maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. It's just not worth to hit those spears.
Mark Wade, just unbind your Q key. Like, actually just stop hitting them. Because every time he hits them, he dies. Because it increases the W range, so he's diving under towers, taking tower shots, and just getting run down afterwards. It's super not worth. But, I mean, at least Articuno picks up the kill credit and didn't die.
That is true. Ruined Joker might now go down. Traitor picking up that one. Renekton is running rampant in the top lane. And honestly, Ruined Joker needs to just be careful, because right now, if you let the door open for this crocodile, he's going to come and he's going to take all your food.
Yeah, this isn't quite the same as winning trades on an Ornn into an Aatrox. This is a Renekton who can just keep winning those trades. Because, yeah, Aatrox has a lot of sustain, but, I mean, if Renekton just bursts you through it, sustain doesn't really mean a lot.
It doesn't, and Dragon number 2, another Infernal, is picked up by Nottingham. Lots of tower plates being taken by First Order Traitor in that top side, and they've got a massive lead, a 3k gold lead at the 11-minute mark, and they're looking to close this one out soon and quick, because we're already 15 minutes into Antiques Roadshow, and Chaz is still sitting around being an admin.
Bless Chaz, and all he does for us.
He's a hard worker, bless him, and he sacrifices a lot to be here, so thank you very much, Chaz. Moving to this bot side, we haven't talked too much about Rikiri and Chicken Chow Kane, as well as Sentinel and Genu on the bot side, because none of them are involved in a kill. It's been very, very quiet down there, just quietly farming away, just trying to get into the game, as we see a bit of a scuffle in the mid-river.
Ooh, scuffle on the scuttle, I like that. Let's go.
Ooh,
let's make that
much better than what I said.
Let's make that a thing.
I'm going to try it. Hopefully they'll scuffle over the scuttle again, and I can just hit it in, just slide it in. But they do manage to pick up that one. Moa managing to dive in and get it as we move towards bots. I want to get in, and as I said, quiet down here. There's not too much going on, because the rest of the map has just been all action.
Yeah, I really don't like the whole throwing Yuumi in with the Kalista thing. They tried it in the bot lane, and it practically got Kalista killed, because now you suddenly don't have that extra bit of adaptive damage, the extra shielding, the extra healing, the extra move speed, so it just leaves you open to be turned around on by the Karma and Sivir. Articuno.
Articuno, he's going to go low, gets a nice armor onto Akali, but Tides is not going to be caught in it. He is going to be taken very, very low. Might actually go down. Articuno pick up that first kill of the game. Obviously not the game for him, but Revitalizing now, diving in, weaving, gets the kill, goes low. Mao picking up the second of the fight. And that's another nice trade for Nottingham. They do lose Articuno, but they pick up 2 in return.
Do you know why they lost Articuno?
Is it because a spear was landed?
That is exactly why. He landed the spear. He jumped over the wall, thanks to the increased range on the spear. Akali just dashed back to where he just was, onto his mid laner and killed Articuno. So Mao had the extra distance to run. I'm telling you, stop landing spears. It's a bait. You're just baiting yourself.
You're playing yourself at this point with landing those spears. Chicken Chow Kane does manage to get rid of a bit of vision. Sentinel is able to keep quite a lot of safety in this bot lane because he can send those Sentinels out and about scouting around for him. So it's weird that they're called Sentinels because they don't stand still. But we are seeing Ruined Joker put in a lot of damage on to Traitor up in that top lane.
Traitor's going to want to head back pretty soon. He's got 1,000 gold in the back pocket. As does Joker, actually, but the 1,000 gold on Traitor should finish off towards the Black Cleaver. So sort of went for the Tiamat as the first item, and on top of that, with the Ninja Tabby, so a little bit more of a defensive or a synergistic build with the champion he's playing, but it does mean that the first item, Breakpoint, will probably still be in favor of the Aatrox.
Yeah, tower plates have now fallen. We've got Dragon in a couple of minutes. We did now just see Tide. He is Blue Cane, so he's not going to be able to get all that CC in those team fights, which I don't know whether that's a victim of circumstance in that there aren't many melee champions on the map, or whether that was an active decision from him. But either way, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Well, looking at the build that he's gone for, yeah, certainly seems like that was the plan for the double assassins. Yeah, makes you a little, makes you a question mark a little bit.
Just little ping, just one question mark ping.
I just don't think Blue Cane is anywhere near as good, especially when you have something like the Cassiopeia, where locking her down is so crucial to actually getting those kills. But what lockdown do you have? You can throw your Yuumi at her, and hope Aatrox lands his Qs.
It's such a weird use of Yuumi, as Rikiri's going to be forced to flash away on the hunt, but RHUL Tides is going to be still able to get those final chapter procs down. Looks to jump in, but not too much there, and Rikiri might be looking to turn it around. Here might be the kill, though, as Tides pick up the first one. Jeno going low, and first order is there to get the return kill. Renekton's going to be able to slide out of that one, as members of RHUL are looking to continue. Sentinel back there on pretty low health as well, but first order Traitor, you might back him here, but decent fight from Royal Holloway. They pick up a few well-needed kills.
It's a 2-for-1 overall as Jenu gets stuck underneath the tower with an angry crocodile. Will be traded out on the top side of the map because Mawa didn't have any champions to throw spears at, so he does something decent and picks up the Rift Herald. Might just drop that straight in the mid lane, but oh no, Joker.
Spear goes wide. Tide will pick up that blue buff off screen as well. Joker's in trouble though. The spear does land this time, and Mawa might look to dive in to get the damage down. Nice.
And he doesn't get the kill. Doesn't get the kill. What a strange coincidence. He lands a spear.
Got the flash though, which is a big resource onto Aatrox. So, I mean, positive play there. We're gonna have to see.
Is this triple Infernals? I hate this game.
It's so close.
This is so not fair.
And they're all picked up by Nottingham as well. So they're going to look to try and get even more damage in these team fights. We're going to see the Rift Herald picked up bot lane where there's no one to stop it. And this tower is as good as gone. No defense right now. The chart is going to come off uncontested. You can see members of Royal Holloway moving down there now, but it's already gone.
Yeah, they won't get a second charge though. 3 members are here, and he's just hovering on the side. He's been pinged out though.
On the side though, he might be in trouble. Gets in a lot of damage on Chicken Chow Kane, but he will pick up the return kill on to Kane. Interesting flank there. Without vision, that might have been very, very good.
Yeah, that's kind of why Blue Cane isn't that good. You just dash into the middle of 3 people. Imagine if that was a sick 3-man knockup, and then you could follow that up with like a Yuumi ultimate or something. But instead, it's like, yeah, you did about 300 damage to a couple of them, and he died for it.
Yeah, it's not the best play I've ever seen in my life, but Royal Holloway, they still have some people doing quite well. Sentinel and Jenu not looking too bad right now. You've got the Kane has got a couple of kills, but has died quite a lot. They need to pick up their game a little bit, and they might look to do so by jumping onto Mao, the final chapter. will chase down onto the flash, and Mao will go low onto Catform. Here comes
Oh,
Articuno. That's a
Articuno!
nice ultimate there. Grounded from Revitalize. He's looking to use the smoke to his advantage, but other members of Nottingham do turn up. Articuno will get that kill there. Geno's looking for his next person to latch onto. Manages to get out on the back of Kane, but that was such a nice teleport ultimate. I cannot stress that enough.
The timing on that is insane. As soon as he gets out the teleport, instantly drops the ultimate, stuns them both.
Chicken Chow Kane has lots of spears in him, though. Will go downstairs, not picking up that one to even out the 1-for-1 fight, as the members of Nottingham do manage to get the second tower in the mid lane down. They are looking so strong this game.
Tides.
He's around the side looking for something, but I don't know if he wants to jump in once again. There's no ultimate coming in for Articuno, though, so he's not going to be able to do too much as damage will be thrown down. But this Kane build, there are moments where I'm thinking this could be so good, and as soon as he gets one team fight where there's no but, I can see it just ripping through people.
Yeah, realistically, he needs to stack more lethality, though, before he gets close to that point, because, yeah, there isn't really anyone who's building a lot of armor, so if he was able to get those key 3 items, the Duskblade, the other one, and the Edge of Night, what is it, the Youmuu's Ghostblade, that's it, that's it. So he can get in even quicker than he already is doing, and then actually deal some damage. He can start shredding through. The Nidalee doesn't have any armor. Sivir will block an ability, probably still have enough damage to get through that, especially if Akali's diving as well. But he's just not going to have the chance to get there, as all of his jungle is being sort of swiped away. There's wards all over it. All of his towers are falling down. They're losing control of the map, so the gold income will be pretty scarce for this Kane.
Yeah, and we were talking a bit. This is the second game of a best of 3. Nottingham won the first game, and it was very, very close. But for both of these teams, Nottingham were the favourites. And here comes another fight. Rakiri is going to be knocked up, but Jenna will manage to find the last chapter going low, though. As Centaur looks to hop, skip, jump around. Tides is jumping into the front line, with Rakiri getting a nice big heal, though. But now he's just up creek. There's nothing to help him. He's going to have to flash away, but Mawa is chasing. Tides jumps back in for some reason. We'll look to get out via the wall. It's not going to be enough, though. He's going to fall for Mawa, and once again, the Kane goes down. We don't gain anything on the side of RHUL Holloway, and now Nottingham might be able to get a decent amount of damage. Could even take this tower.
Yeah, the whole like Yuumi throwing in, I really don't like it. Like, it sounds counterintuitive to combine or use your whatever you call it, the Black Spear on Kalista with like an Aatrox in the top lane or something, but it would just be so much more impactful. Or even Kane, if he went red Kane, imagine the instant double knockups, how much effect you could actually have with that. But Yuumi is just like, you throw her in with the Kalista ultimate, Raikiri just sees it coming a mile away because it's so telegraphed, presses E, dodges out of the knockup, and Yuumi can't really follow it up with CC of her own for at least a few seconds, so she just has to back away. So it's almost like you never used it in the first place. You're just down a bit of mana and a big cooldown.
Having said that, though, a lot of what has made Nottingham look so good this game has been the information they've managed to gather. You can see there are a few wards up in pretty far up positions right now. They're looking to be able to catch out any kind of flank, any kind of movement, and react to it. And that just shows an impressive level of teamwork. As we do see the Crocodile. No, Genu, get out of there. He has got assistance from Ruin Joker, and they might actually win this team. Mauer will not land the spear, which should mean that First Order does get out alive. Mauer actually will trade his life over, as Renekton is going to be ulted by Kane, is going to be rooted up, and is going to be killed. Revitalized, picking up that one, as Rakiri has the flash away on the hunt already used, and will fall as well. Tides picking up that one on the Kane, Genu assisting, and now it's only Articuno and Chicken Chow Kane in the mid lane, looking to defend, looking to survive. Tides comes over. Articuno misses the ultimate, doesn't have to flash away, but goes the wrong way. Will be able to get a kill onto Tides with the double.
He's doing it!
As Revitalize will go down for the double. Genu goes low. Here comes Aatrox, will manage to cut down the snake, cut the head off the snake, but Articuno turned that from a disastrous fight for Nottingham to simply a kind of bad one.
He's nuts, dude. He's actually nuts. The Cassio just... 2 items, Archangels used so well. Phase Rush, kiting out, dodging out of all the damage. Manages to take down 2 people. That's insane. Disgusting. I love it.
Is there like a bigger snake Pokemon we can use for him? Because I feel like Arbok might be a little bit like low for his.
I mean, you could go like Onyx or Steelix, but it's a real stretch. They'd have to get a Mountain Drake first, at least.
Yeah, but there isn't one on the board right now. It's an Ocean Drake, as we do see Sentinel being chased away. Nottingham are chasing the final chapter. Might be red, but it might be red to them. Double root will be enough, hopefully, as On the Hunt is used. The spear out of nowhere. Sentinel does go down. Mauer picking up that one, as we do see members coming to pick up Genuinely. They picked him up to take him home, but Tides might be in trouble. We're going to see Renekton getting altered. Tides going to have to be forced out of that one, as Ruin Joker is looking to use that sustain and those knockups, but will fall before too long. Geno now looks for a new host, does manage to jump onto Revitalize, as he will slide his way out. Very, very nice fight for the University of Nottingham, and they're looking for more. Where's the spear? Where's the spear from Mauer? The flash, the spear lands. He's going to look at jump in. Gets a lot of damage on the Revitalize, but we'll have to hop out, pounce out of that one. We'll get away with a sliver of health, and the spear curse continues.
Unlucky is really all we can say about that one. Too bad. Shouldn't have hit the spear. Maybe you would have got the kill. They're going to get the inhibitor for it, though. Chasing them down. Oh, Articuno doesn't land the ultimate.
No, but the stun will land from First Order. The tower falls, and now the fight is on First Order, getting riddled with spears. Articuno is looking to get down the inhibitor. Decides against it and will back away, but there are so many objectives up on the map for Nottingham to choose from. I think the Ocean Drake's probably the quickest and easiest for them to get, and I think that's going to be their focus.
They can just shred through any neutral objective so quickly. 2-item Sivir. As soon as Cassio gets this Rabadon's Baron will last about 2 seconds, but is that going to be the sneaky answer from Holloway? Are they just going to try and take the Baron away for themselves? They have the Callista. No way they can get that on time. Instead, they're just going to clear out the vision, but they might get caught out here.
Depends how quickly they think the rotation can happen. They are going to be spotted up on a ward, so Nottingham's attempt is going to be thwarted, as RHUL Holloway are going to be able to scatter back into the tree line. But Aatrox might have been caught out here by Nidalee Mauer, doing so much damage to him and not allowing any of that regeneration. And right now, Mauer has to be forced to back away. Baron got a couple of licks in on the backside, but it's not going to be enough, and neither team gets this big purple worm.
Yeah, but Holloway are going to have to respond to this wave because it's on their Nexus towers right now. So they're going to have to send... It looks like Sentinel will be the one to head back. Oh, Geno didn't even get the recall attached slightly too late. But that means that no one with teleport is available for the side of Holloway. Aatrox's does not have his. So it's going to be the AD carry who's defending the base from this super minion wave. So just Nottingham just get some free time to clear out this vision, and they can start on the Baron, or they can look for a pick. It's always going to be a 4v5.
Yeah, as long as those minions are pushing in, Nottingham are in such a great position. Joker, of course, does not have that teleport, as you said, and Tides can be forced back a little bit. The best thing for Holloway now is to pick a fight the world, and it has been used. He gets a knock up onto First Order, but he's so far ahead of the rest of his team, he's going to be forced to back away. A big resource used there from Aatrox. Didn't achieve anything from it, and right now, Nottingham, they can choose. Do they want to go for this Baron? It looks like they're about to start it up.
Yeah, because again, the super minions are in the base, and there's another wave just outside of it, so it's going to force the response. But I mean, look at how fast it's getting shredded down. This is so nasty. So much damage in this comp.
Can we see a steal, though? Joker is going to be engaged on and will go down. Rakiri picking up that one as Chicken Chow Kane falls on the back, as we see Tides going straight in and gets the double. Will be going low then, taking down Moa and Articuno with enough damage there. Revitalize looking to sneak away, but there is a full chase from Nottingham. But with the cat on the back, he might be okay. The spears coming down the slows from the red buff, but there's a big heal, and Zoomies will be so useful. Jumps out for just too long, and double cat on cat action. First Order's in the base. He's looking to close this one out, and in 26 minutes, we're seeing a very nice win there. Nottingham go through.
That was gross. My God.
Top level analysis here. That was gross.
No, I mean what you just said. That is disgusting. Hey, look, Mauer bought an Iceborne Gauntlet, so when he misses his Q, he can auto attack them and get the slow, so he doesn't even need the red buff.
Oh no.
Wow. Isn't that now that is what we call high IQ.
It was. Let's just have a quick look at the damage before we close this one out. And so much damage coming from Nottingham. Articuno doing the third most on his team, still doing a good 1,000 above anyone on the side of RHUL Holloway.
I'm leaking my friends list here. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Quickly add everyone that you can see on this video, folks.
Okay. Damn, that Renekton damage.
He played so well, and the Aatrox pick didn't really work out. The Renection just kind of played better throughout the game and really managed to storm over and move around a little bit better and just do a bit more in team fights as well.
Damn. Ollie asked if he could join voice chat, and I said do it, but he's in TFT.
Oh no.
So I guess he ain't doing it. Oh
I guess
well.
not.
You know who
Well, he
else
should
ain't doing
join.
it? Royal Holloway. They are not making it through to semis. Big bummer. Congrats to Nottingham to making it through to the round of 4.
Yeah, they looked very, very good. I'd be worried if I had to go up against them in the round of 4. But commiserations to Royal Holloway. They did have moments of greatness. Revitalize did look very, very good, but it's bittersweet in that Tides will be moving away from Holloway. He's going to be going down to UCL, who are, of course, also in the round of 8. So they've picked them up themselves a pretty good player, but maybe go Red Cane rather than Blue.
Yeah. There was a lot of flanks there that would have had a lot more impact if he hit 3-man knockups instead of 3-man 200 damage.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
all I'm saying.
Well, we're going to round this one out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching this best of 3 series here on YouTube, I imagine, where Royal Holloway sadly lost out. But congratulations to the University of Nottingham looking so, so good and getting to that round of 4. Make sure you join us on Sunday next week, which is because this is a VOD, it's the 11th. So make sure you join us on Sunday, the 11th of August, where you can watch the round of 4. It's going to be a very, very exciting watch. So make sure that you put that down in your diary. Saga, I want words of wisdom from you to close this one out.
Scuffed NUEL ting, innit?
Scuffed NUEL ting in it. Thank you very, very much for watching, and we hope to see you very soon.